You and I should know this. No matter what we hear in the Maktal, this is much, much less than what really took place on that day. The reality is, as Imam Hassan said, there is no day, La yawm ka yawmaka, Ya Aba Abdullah. Brothers and sisters, the Ahlul Bayt are about to create an epic. This is going to be the inspiration for all of the resistance of the Shia ila Yawm al-Qiyamah. Brothers and sisters, it's well known amongst our shuhada that before they go to meet God, it's a spiritual ascension. That's why you see that the last night was described in this way. Bat al-Husayn wa ashabuhu tilka layla. Imam Hussein and his companions last night, they were وَلَهُمْ دَوِيٌّ كَدَوِيِّ النَّحْلِ. If you listen to their dhikr, their ruku, their sujood, it was like the buzzing of bees. I want brothers and sisters to travel with the eyes of their heart to the land of Karbala, to the Fajr time. At Fajr time, Imam Hussein gathers a small army. On the other side is 30,000 people. On this side are 72 soldiers, or maybe 100 and so. This is an unequal battle. This camp has not had water for 3 days. As the Imam is preparing these men to fight, he says this after the Fajr prayer, Inna Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala qad adhina fi qatli wa qatlikum fi hadha al-yawm. Allah has given permission for me to die to meet him, for you to die to meet him. And then he advises them, I advise you for 2 things. The first is sabr, and the other is qital. Put up a legendary fight. The Imam arranged his army in this way. Zuhair was the commander of the right flank. Habib ibn Madahir was the commander of the left flank. And our Imam was standing in the center. He gave the flag to Abbas, and he ordered that the tents be brought close to one another, and this small group of believers who hadn't had water for 3 days, because he didn't want the enemy to attack them from behind, then on the day of Ashura, they made a trench behind the tents, and they lit the trench with fire. So now this tiny army is getting ready to fight, and then the Imam addresses Allah. He says, Allahumma anta thiqati fi kulli karbin wa raja'i fi kulli shidda. Oh Allah, you are my hope in every difficulty, in every calamity, in every difficult situation. I turn to you. The Imam wanted to save, if there was a possibility of saving anyone. The Imam turned to the people. He said, do you know who I am? Do you know that I am the son of Fatima? I am the son of Amirul Mu'mineen, the wasi of the Prophet. He said, think about it. Is there any reason to murder me in this way, to violate my rights in this way? He said, isn't it the case that Hamza, Sayyidul Shuhada, is my uncle? Ja'far al-Tayyar is my uncle. He said, if you don't know, then ask those ashab of Rasulullah who are still alive. Unfortunately, there was no effect on the enemy. One of them gave the suggestion to Imam Hussein to surrender to his cousins. And the Imam said this. He said, La wallah, I will never do this. La u'tikum biyadi, I will never give you my hand. I'ta'a dhalil, I will never give you my hand, the hand of a humiliated person. Wala afirru firar al-ibad, I will never run away like the running away of slaves. May Allah accept your worship. May Allah raise all of you with the Ahlul Bayt, alayhim as-salam. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Inshallah, as we get ready for the recitation of Maktal, a reminder that Maktal is descriptive of the Shahadat of Imam Hussein. I'll read from the Arabic and translate on the spot. I know saying these words, hearing these words is hard. I will try to keep it short, inshallah. We will all benefit from the beautiful Noha recitation of our dear brother Mahdi and the other brothers. We ask permission from the owner of the Majlis, Hazrat Fatima Zahra, to begin the Maktal with the salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. يا رب الحسين بحق الحسين اشف صدر الحسين بظهور الحجة ابن الحسن المهدي يا حسين You sacrificed everything you had for Allah. Ya Hussein, your pain brought pain to the chest of Rasulullah. Ya Hussein, your tragic martyrdom broke the heart of Zahra. Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein. Let's call the beautiful name of Abu Abdullah. Ya Hussein, 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 Ya Hussein. Marhum Ayatollah Behjat Razwanullah Ta'ala used to say, ashk comes from alam malakut, tears comes from heaven, and they'll be distributed between the eyes. If we have any tears, it's the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Before we begin the Maktal, let's remember some of the ahadith about the importance of shedding tears today. They say if you hear the masa'ib of Abu Abdullah and your chest becomes heavy and your breathing changes, nafasul mahmum lidhul mina tasbih. That breathing is a tasbih, is a worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then if it gets a little bit more and you feel like you're about to cry, even if you don't see tears coming down, Imam Sadiq alayhi salam says, at that moment, ask Allah for your hajat. Now, if a tear does come out of your eyes, Imam Sadiq says, even if it's the weight of a wing of a fly, all of your sins will be forgiven. And if that drops on the fire of hell, it will put out the fire. These tears are precious for Allah. These tears are precious for Sayyida Fatima Zahra. And then Imam Sadiq says, if you cry in a way that the tears are dropping from your face to your chest. That's the way we cry for the masa'ib of our grandfather Imam Hussein alayhi salam. And then he said, لِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ ثَوَابٍ إِلَّا الدَّمْعَةُ فِينَا. For everything there is a sawab, and the sawab has its own measurement. But when it comes to the shedding tears for the musibat of Abu Abdullah, there is no measurement for that. That's the importance of what we're about to do, brothers and sisters. Now let me say that. Someone went to Imam Raza alayhi salam, and they were talking about the importance of crying. And Imam Raza said, Ya ibn Shabib, in kunta bawkiyan lishay, fabkil al-Husayn ibn Ali alayhi salam. If you want to cry for anything in this world, cry for Husayn ibn Ali. And then he continued. We know the first part, but the second part some of us may have not heard. He says, فَإِنَّهُ ذُبِهَ كَمَا يُذْبَحُ الْكَبْشِ. I ask for forgiveness, Imam Zaman, for translating this, because he was slaughtered the way they would slaughter a sheep. And I would say Imam Raza was being kind towards us because he knows that we cannot tolerate these statements. Because I would say that even if you want to slaughter a sheep, there is a way to do it. You would give it water. You will not slaughter it in front of the eyes of the other siblings of the family. You would slaughter it in a very fast way, not the way Imam Hussein alayhi salam was slaughtered.
Ya Hussein, I have heard they pierced the throats of Ali Asghar of Hussein. I have heard they cut the body of the Akbar of Hussein. I have heard they cut your head in front of Zainab of Hussein. Ya Hussein, 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 Ya Hussein. Let's go to Karbala. Where should I start? Maybe I will start from the moment that Imam Hussein goes to the tent of Imam Sajjad. Imam Sajjad, with high fever, opens his eyes and he sees the loneliness of his father. He sees the wounds on his face, on the face of his father. He says, Aina Burair? Aina Zuhair? Aina Habib? Aina Muslim? Where are your companions? How come you're alone, are my father? Imam doesn't say anything. Then he just says, Aina Ammi al-Abbas? How is it possible that my father be alone without Abul Fazl al-Abbas? Imam Hussein says, Ad qutila. He was also martyred. Then Imam Sajjad thinks for a second and says, Aina akhi Ali? Where's my brother Ali Akbar? What about him? Imam Hussein cries and says, my son, there is no man left besides you and I in these tents. And he hugs Imam Sajjad and they cry. Maybe I should start from the moment that Imam Hussein returned from Al-Ghameh, because maybe everything started from there. When the children are saying, Uncle Abanfas, you promised us water. Just come back and forget the water. Just come back and protect our father. Uncle Abalfas, we don't want water anymore. We just want you to come back. Why? Just come back and see the loneliness of my father. Just come back and see the loneliness of my father. Come back and help keep the veil on the head of my mother. Come back and help keep the veil on the head of my father. Uncle Abalfas, come back from Al-Ghameh. Come back from Al-Ghameh. Come back from Al-Ghameh. A moment comes, Imam Hussein is ready to go to the battlefield. Imam Hussein is sitting in a corner and saying, Ya dahra uffan laka min khalil. He begins writing this beautiful poetry about how this world betrays you, how this world is not a place to stay after all your loved ones are martyred like Ali Akbar. فسمعت زينب بنت فاطمة ذلك. Zainab Salamullah is hearing these poetry from Imam Hussein. فقالت يا أخي هذا كلام من أيقن بالقتل. Oh my brother, these are the words of a person who knows he is going to be martyred. قال نعم يا أختاه. Oh yes, my Zainab, the moment has come. The moment that Rasulullah told us. The moment that our mother Fatima told us on the last night of her life. The moment that Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen told us when he placed the hands of Abul Fazl in my hands. The moment that our brother Hassan told us when he was throwing up pieces of the liver from the poison. This is Karbala, this is Ashura, this is the day. Imam Hussein comes out, everyone is saying, oh son of Fatima, please stay, mahlan, mahla, yabna Zahra. Imam Hussein says, Ya Zainab, Ya Kulsum, Ya Sukaina, Ya Fatima, alaykunna minna salam. This is my last salam to you. All the ladies are crying. All the children are running after Abi Abdullah. Baba, Baba, Baba. Why are you leaving us, Baba? What will happen to us after you, Baba? Imam Hussein tells Sakina, La tuhriq qalbi, don't burn my heart, my dear daughter. Imam Hussein is about to leave. Then Zainab runs towards Imam Hussein. She's crying so hard. Then they say Imam Hussein placed his hand of wilayat on the heart of Zainab وأشار بيده إلى قلب أخته. Zainab, calm down. Said, my brother, there is one last thing I have to do before you leave. Brother Hussein John, I promised our mother Fatima to fulfill her wasiyah before you leave for the battlefield. What is the wasiyah of Fatima? Zainab begins kissing the neck of Abi Abdullah. Al-Wada, 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 Al-Wada. This is one farewell. We'll talk about another farewell of Zainab. Imam Hussein comes to the battlefield. He gives a speech. They don't listen to Imam Hussein. He brings Quran. They don't listen to Imam Hussein. He talks about Rasulullah. They don't listen to Imam Hussein. Then Imam Hussein says, وَنَادَى حَلْ مِنْ ضَابٍ يَضُبُّ عَنْ حَرَمِ رَسُولِ اللَّهِ. Is there anyone among you who will defend the family of your prophet? Don't worry about me, just defend these women. هل من مغيث يرجو الله بأغاثتنا. Is there anyone that will help us? They say at this moment there were two brothers. They were fighting all day in the army of Umar ibn Sa'd. They turned. They came back to the side of Imam Hussein and they fought for Imam Hussein and they were martyred. هل من ناصر ينصرنا. Is there anyone to help us today? What Imam Hussein is saying, don't help me, help yourself. This is your last chance, help yourself, free yourself from hellfire. وَنَظَرَ يَمِينًا وَشُمَالًا. He looked to the right and to the left. فَلَمْ يَرَ مِنْ أَصْحَابِهِ أَحَدًا. There is nobody left. This is it. Hussein's all alone. Hussein's all alone. Hussein's all alone. He looks toward Kufa first and says, أين مسلم? Muslim ibn Aqil, where are you? Then he looks toward Al-Gham. أين Abbas? Abbas, where are you? To see the loneliness of your brother Hussein. Then Imam Hussein went back one more time. وقال لزينب, Zainab John, no, bring me waladi as-saqir hatta uwaddi'u. I want to say farewell to one more person, to my little infant. Bring Ali Asghar to me. They brought Ali Asghar to Abi Abdullah. The mother Rubab says, at least can you get him some water? We did the zikr of Musibat of Ali Asghar, but there were some lines I couldn't say that day. I will say it now. After the arrow of Karbala pierced the throat of Ali Asghar from ear to ear, فضبح من الأذن إلى الأذن. Imam Hussein placed his hand under the throat of Ali Asghar. فلما امتلأت, he filled his hand with the blood of Ali Asghar. رمى بالدم نحو السماء. He threw the blood of Ali Asghar towards the sky. ثم قال هون علي ما نزل بي أنه بعين الله. Imam Baqir says, not a single drop of the blood of Ali Asghar came back to the ground. Hi, hi, hi. Let me fast forward. Imam Hussein is fighting. What the Zulfaqar of Ali is fighting. This is the son of Ali who is fighting. Ali Akbar was brave. Abul Fazl Abbas was brave. But Imam Hussein is something else. This is the Imam of the time fighting. He fought very bravely. When he would go to the right, the enemies would run away. When he would go to the left, the enemies would run away. One of the Maghatil says he made it all the way to the water. He's about to drink water. That Mal'oon places the arrow in the neck of Abi Abdullah, so the son of Fatima cannot drink water. Imam Hussein places the head of Zuljanah, his horse, towards the water and says, you're thirsty, you drink. We're bound to become martyred with thirsty lips, but you don't have to do that. But Zuljanah lam yashrab. Zuljanah doesn't drink. Imam Hussein comes back. He fought bravely, but the blood is coming out from Imam Hussein. He stops for a moment. One of the non-Ajib, the Mal'oons, throws a stone at the forehead of the son of Fatima. Blood is sprouting out. Imam Hussein uses his left hand to wipe the blood from his forehead. The Mal'oon Harmale, this is the chance. This is the time he was waiting for. He places the poisonous arrow in the heart of Abu Abdullah. Abu Abdullah falls down from the horse and says, Bismillah wa billah. وعلى ملة رسول الله Hussein Ya Hussein everyone Hussein Ya Hussein. Then Imam Hussein says, he raises his hands towards the sky, Allahumma inni ashku alaik. Ya Allah, I complain to you, ma yaf'alu bibn bint nabiyyak. For what they're doing to the son of the daughter of your prophet. Let me stop right here. It's the day of Ashura, but everything started from Fatimiyah. You know why? There was another mother who said the same sentence. He said, Ya Allah, I complain to you from these people what they're doing to the daughter of your prophet. That was the mother of Sadat, Sayyida Fatima Zahra. Oh. Then Imam Hussein, they said this time he didn't stop. He got on the horse and he continued fighting. Hatta qatala. He fought in a way that was very, very brave. But brothers and sisters, blood is coming out. Blood is sprouting out from the body of Imam Hussein. Imam Hussein is becoming weak, but he is saying this famous sentence, Al-Qatlu awla min rukub al. Dying martyrdom is better than humiliation. والعار أولى من دخول النار. Even humiliation is better than entering hellfire. Hussein, Hussein, Hussein. Now they're attacking the Imam who is becoming weak from losing his blood. The packs of wolves, these beasts. And Quran says, أُولَٰئِكَ كَالْأَنْعَامِ بَلْ هُمْ أَضَلُّ. These beasts are hitting the son of Fatima. فِرْغَةٌ بِالسُّيُوفِ. Some of them with swords. فِرْغَةٌ بِالْحِجَارَةِ. Those who didn't have any swords, they said they would pick stones. They would throw stones at the son of Rasulullah, saying, قُرْبَةً إِلَى اللَّهِ, while saying, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. God is great, and I'm killing the son of his messenger. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. But Imam Hussein is saying one zikr. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Why is he saying this zikr? Because the women know as long as they can hear the voice of Imam Hussein saying La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah, Hussein is still alive. حتى حالوا بينه وبين رحله. Until they brought the soldiers and they gathered around Imam Hussein. They said, stop, just hit him with your arrows. That's all you have to do. Arrow after arrow is hitting the body of Hussein and Fatima. Finally, the moment comes. Imam Hussein comes down from the horse. The son of Fatima has become weak. This is the moment that in Ziyarat al-Nahiya we recite, As-salamu ala al-murammal bid-dima. He's drowning in his own blood. Qatlegah is filled with the blood of Hussein and Fatima. One of the Maghatil says an old man comes. Hussein is not fighting anymore. He comes and he starts hitting Imam Hussein with his cane, saying, Qurbatan ilallah, I'm doing this. Hussein, Hussein, Hussein. If I want to read the rest of the Maktal, it's hard. Arrow after arrow. Anan Ajib comes and places the spear in the heart of Imam Hussein. He takes it out, he places the spear again. He takes it out, he does it 3 times. But at this moment, something else happens. While Abi Abdullah was saying farewell, he places the hand of a boy in the hand of Zainab and says, Zainab, you take care of this son. Who is that son? Abdullah ibn Hassan. The young orphan of Imam Hassan, the younger brother of Qasim ibn Hassan. He was young. He was not supposed to fight. This young boy is seeing what is happening to his uncle in Qatlegah. He says, Amma, please let me go. Zainab says, no, Abdullah, this is not the battle for you. But a moment comes that Zainab is crying. Zainab is hitting her head with both of his hands. That's the moment that Abdullah finds the opportunity to run towards Qatlegah. He doesn't have a sword. He doesn't have any weapons. He doesn't even have an armor. Nothing. He's just running towards Abu Abdullah. When he gets there, the Mal'oon has raised his sword to bring it down on the body of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. He says, over my dead body, body. He places his body as the armor of Imam Hussein. They say the hand of this boy is hanging from the skin. The boy falls down on the chest of Abu Abdullah. If they leave him alone, he will die. But no, Karbala doesn't lose such opportunities. He placed an arrow in the eye of Abu al-Faz. He placed an arrow in the throat of Ali Asghar. He placed an arrow in the heart of Abi Abdullah, but all of those arrows were shot from the distance. Harmala is now standing next to this child. Faramahu Harmala. He takes out another arrow. He places the arrow in the chest of this boy. It enters the chest. It comes down, comes out from the other part of his body. It goes inside the body of Abi Abdullah. And the boy dies while Abi Abdullah is hugging him. Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein. Sheikh Ja'far al-Shushtari rahmatullah alayhi says they could have killed Imam Hussein in many places. They could have killed him next to the body of Ali Akbar. They could have killed him in Al-Ghameh when he was crying for Abu al-Faz. They could have killed him when he was burying the body of Ali Asghar. No, they don't want to just kill Imam Hussein like that. They want to kill him with pain. They want to kill him in the worst way possible. Finally, this is the moment. Zainab is sitting at Tal Zainabiyya. And Zainab sees someone enters Qatlegah. Let me say this in Farsi, then I'll translate it in English. We did it in Ziyarat Nahiya. Umi nashastam, Umi nashastam, man mi nashastam, Umi keshida, man mi keshida. می بریدم من می بریدم شمر ابن زلجوشن enters قتلگاه. They say the first thing this mal'oon did when he got to Abi Abdullah, he kicked Abi Abdullah in his chest. He wants to make sure Hussein Fatima dies with a broken chest, just like his mother Fatima. Then he did something else. Sheikh Usama says he opened the canteen of water and he's pouring water on the ground in front of Hussein. He says, "You will die with thirsty lips." You know what these Mal'oon people did? Before this, they would go outside the tents and they would pour water on the ground while the children of Imam Hussein are watching and say, "Go tell your father to get you water." Then he places his boots on the chest of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. He sits down on the chest of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. Abu Abdullah feels the heaviness on his chest. And now Zainab is seeing the rest. He's taking out his dagger. He places the dagger under the throat of Imam Hussein. He is about to slaughter Hussein Fatima. But it doesn't stop like this. Zainab sees Shem places the dagger on the back of the neck. What are you doing? You don't even kill a sheep like this. Why? Because in Arab Jahiliyyah, if they wanted to kill someone in a very painful way, they will cut off their neck from the back, just like the Daesh would do to Mudafi'een Haram, to the Shuhada who will defend the shrine of Bibi Zainab in Syria. He starts cutting the head of Abi Abdullah. Not one strike, not 2 strikes, not 3, 10, 12. While Zainab is seeing this, Zainab is crying, saying, Wa Muhammadah, Wa Aliyah, Wa Husaynah. And you know what Imam Hussein is saying the last thing? Zainab, Zainab, go back, Zainab. Zainab, you don't want to see this, Zainab. From Haram to Qatlagar. From Haram to Qatlagar. Zainab was crying, Ya Hussein. Az haram ta qatlagar, Zainab sada mizad Hussein. Under the dagger of Shem, Zainab was on the mind of Hussein. Hussein, Ya Hussein, everyone. Hussein, Ya Hussein. فلما رأينا النساء جوادك مخزيا Zuljanah gallops back towards the tents. Zuljanah is covered in blood. The children come to Zuljanah. Sakina says, Ya Jawad, هل سقيا أبي أم قتل عطشانا Zuljanah, before they killed my father, did they give him any water? Or did they slaughter my father with thirsty lips? Oh, I wish the event of Karbala would end here, but no, the Mal'oon says, now is time to attack the tents of Hussein. I cannot even say what happened there. They burned the tents, they looted the tents, they stole whatever they could. Now Najib saw a piece of earring in the ears of this little girl. This little girl is saying, wait, I won't take it off and give it to you. But now Najib pulled the earring from the ear. Some of the women some of the children go to Imam Sajjad. What should we do? Imam Sajjad said, Alaykunna bil faraz, just run away, just go. They're running in the desert. Some of them, while their shirts are on fire, their faces are burning, just like the face of Mother Fatima. Hussein, Hussein, Hussein. They say one of these soldiers, he felt some mercy in his heart. He ran out of this girl. The girl said, don't worry, I don't want to hurt you. Stop, stop. Let me just give you some water. This girl stops. She gets the water, but she doesn't drink. She runs to Qatlagan. Al-Qamal says, I want to give the water to my father. Hussein, 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 but you know, Zainab is still in Talla Zainabiyya. She didn't go anywhere. You know why? Above the ditch. She's standing by the ditch, the Talla Zainabiyya, the Qatlagar. Above the ditch, Zainab is crying. Inside the ditch, Fatima's crying. Lab godad, madar uftade. When she saw your head on the spear, your little Sakina's crying. After they loaded the tents, they said there's something else we can take. They came back to Qatlagar. They're loading the body of Abu Abdullah. Somebody's taking the song. Someone is taking the amama. Someone's taking the abba. Someone's taking the boots of Abi Abdullah. Someone got here very late when everything was taken. But wait, he saw something. He saw the ring in the hand of Abu Abdullah. He wants to take it out. It doesn't come out. No, Najib cuts the finger of Abu Abdullah. They say 3 days later, when Imam Sajjad and the Bani Asad are burying the body of Abi Abdullah, Imam Sajjad is looking for something. They say, what? He said, I'm looking for a piece of limb of my father, the finger of my father, to put it in the ground. Hussein, 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 but wait, the Karbala of Zainab is about to start. Zainab takes one last look towards Qatlagar and says, Hussein John, are you leaving us with these harami men? Hussein John, Look at how they're staring at the women of Rasulullah. Hussein John. They're even trying to steal the scarves, the ma'jar from us. Namus Ali. Daughter of Ali. They slapped the face of Zainab. They slapped the face of children. But it didn't stop there. They kicked the little children, just like they kicked Fatima Zahra. Hussein, 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 protector of Haram. I still remember the moment that you fell. And Qatlaga kissed your throat and said farewell. Hussein, there's another farewell later tonight in Sham Ghariba. Protector of Haram. After you were martyred, our tents were burned down. With bare feet your children were running around. When you were killed in blood, your body was drowned. Protector of Haram, Hussein Fatima. Sallallahu alayka ya Aba Abdullah. Rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Ya Sahib al-Zaman. Bless our majlis. We invite you, Mawla, to come and see the lovers of your grandfather Hussein. Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, everyone. Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein. Ya Hussein, give me the mic stand. Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein. Every day and night we remember Hussein. Every day and night we remember Hussein. Along the lines, inshallah. We call you Hussein, and we call ya Hussein. Our goal is to spread the message of Hussein. Our goal is to spread the message of Hussein, to live like a dog. Master Hussein, to live and to die like your Master Hussein. Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein. MashaAllah.
Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya. What a wondrous scene, a flower in the plain. My wounded Lord Hussein, lying there to die. Nothing does he see but his grandfather, his heavenly mother. Come here to our side. Zainab, run to him. Zainab, run to him. Zainab, run to him. See him one last time. Zainab, run to him. Zainab, run to him. Ya Allah, Zainab, run to see him one last time. The blood upon his face, the blood upon his neck, all still better than what will happen next. Soldiers crowding round, pointing to his throat. The Imam of his time, he lies up on the ground. Zainab, run to, MashaAllah, Zainab, run to him. Zainab, and see him one last time. Zainab, run to him. Zainab, Jana, Zainab, run to him. See him. I'm the dust upon your eyes, the feeling in your throat, the desperate children's cry, the screaming of women, but all within your mind is calling for Hussein. Your brother is in pain, and you must fly to him. Zainab, run. Ya Allah, Zainab, run to him. Zainab, run. See him one last time. Zainab, run to him. MashaAllah. Zainab, run to him. See him one last time. Sakina at your feet. You look into her eyes. Does she realize what will now occur? The greatest of mankind will meet the cruelest end, along with his loyal friends. And who will now guard her? Zainab, run. Oh, Zainab, run to him. Zainab, see him one last time. Zainab, run to, MashaAllah. Zainab, run to him. See him. I'm like a lioness, worries for its young. You gaze from on a hill, your body's cold with stress. That body, is it his? And screaming, is it yours? You see his arms and chest not moving anymore. Ya Hussein. That body, is it his? That screaming, is it yours? You see his arms and chest not moving anymore. To orphans on a plane, God knows how hurt they are. Just Zainab and Hussein, so close but still so far. Zainab, run to him. Zainab, run to him. Zainab, run to him. See him one last time. Zainab, run to him. Zainab, run to him. Zainab, run to him.
him one last time.
Oh my Lord, tell me who they are, shining brighter than all the stars. Look how they stand so fearlessly. East to west their lights will go far. When on their feet they best protect, but on the spears light they reflect. When on their feet they best protect, but on the spears light they reflect. La ara al-maut illa as-saada, la hayata illa ash-shahada, la hayatan illa ash-shahada, la ara al-maut illa as-saada, la hayata
إلا الشهادة يا حياة إلا الشهادة.
حسين يا مولا يا مولا يا مولا، حسين يا مولا
يا مولا يا مولا،
حسين يا مولا يا مولا يا مولا، حسين
يا مولا يا مولا يا مولا،
حسين يا مولا يا مولا، ما شاء الله حسين
يا مولا يا مولا يا مولا.
thirsty Ruqayya, thirsty Ruqayya, thirsty Abdullah, thirsty Abdullah. We just need water, we just need water. Father, some water, Father, some water. Where's your flag bearer? Where's your flag bearer? Son of Fatima, son of Fatima. Hussein ya Mawla, ya Mawla, ya Mawla. MashaAllah, Hussein ya Mawla, ya Mawla, ya Mawla. Hussein ya Mawla, ya Mawla, ya Mawla. Hussein ya Mawla, ya Mawla, ya Mawla. Hussein's all alone, Hussein's all alone. Shah Qasim has gone, Shah Qasim has gone. Ali Akbar's gone, Ali Akbar's gone. Abu Father's gone, Abu Father's gone. Even Abdullah, even Abdullah. Hussein wa wayla, Hussein wa wayla. Hussein ya Mawla, ya Mawla, ya Mawla. MashaAllah, Hussein ya Mawla, ya Mawla, ya Mawla. Hussein ya Mawla, ya Mawla, ya Mawla. Hussein ya Mawla, ya Mawla, ya Mawla. Zainab cries Allah, Zainab cries Allah. Where's Abu Abdullah? Where's Abu Abdullah? Where's Ali Akbar? Where's Ali Akbar? Where is Abdullah? Where is Abdullah? Where's my Alamda? Where's my Alamda? Where's my flag bearer? Where's my flag bearer? Where's my protector? Where's my protector? Where is my Abba? Where is my Abba? Hussein ya Mawla, ya Mawla, ya Mawla. MashaAllah, Hussein ya Mawla, ya Mawla, ya Mawla. Hussein ya Mawla, ya Mawla, ya Mawla. Hussein ya Mawla, ya Mawla, ya Mawla. Now the tent's on fire, now the tent's on fire. Shakud Ruqayya, Shakud Ruqayya. Zainab, you have seen, Zainab, you have seen. Zainul Abidin, Zainul Abidin. Ill and locked in chains, ill and locked in chains. Zahra cries in pain, Zahra cries in pain. My Hussein is slain, my Hussein is slain. Where is my Hussein? Where is my Hussein? Hussein ya Mawla, ya Mawla, ya Mawla. 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 Mawla. Your head on a spear, your head on a spear. My eyes filled with tears, my eyes filled with tears. Your body trembled, your body trembled. What were they so cruel? What were they so cruel? And it still hurts me, and it still hurts me that you died thirsty, that you died thirsty. Hussein, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Hussein, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Hussein, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla. Zainab cries Hussein, Zainab cries Hussein, Zahra cries Hussein, Zahra cries Hussein. My tears cry Hussein, my tears cry Hussein, my heart cries Hussein, my heart cries Hussein. Hussein cries out last, Hussein cries out last. Where is my Abbas? Where is my Abbas? Abbas flag bearer, flag bearer, flag bearer. 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 My children cry in thirst, children cry in thirst. Where is my Abbas? Where is my Abbas? Abbas cries in pain, Abbas cries in pain. Children have been slain, children have been slain. I can't bring water, I can't bring water. For you, Roqayya, for you, Roqayya. Abbas flag bearer, flag bearer, flag bearer. 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 Cries of Al-Atash, cries of Al-Atash. But I am Abbas, but I am Abbas. I will bring water, I will bring water for Hussein's daughter, for Hussein's daughter. But they've ambushed me, but they've ambushed me. Master, forgive me, Master, forgive me. Hussein, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla. Abbas, Abbas, flag bearer, flag bearer, flag bearer. Hussein, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla. Abbas, flag bearer, flag bearer, flag bearer. He won't quench his thirst, he won't quench his thirst. For Hussein comes first, for Hussein comes first. With his arms cut off, with his arms cut off. Still won't taste the drop, still won't taste the drop. Blinded by arrow, blinded by arrow. I cry in sorrow, I cry in sorrow. Hussein, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla. Abbas, Abbas, flag bearer, flag bearer, flag bearer. Hussein, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla. Abbas, flag bearer, flag bearer, flag bearer. Women and children, women and children were slapped and beaten, were slapped and beaten. Children cry in fear, children cry in fear. Zainab full of tears, Zainab full of tears. Oh my brother dear, oh my brother dear. I wish you were here, I wish you were here. Hussein, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla. Abbas flag bearer, flag bearer, flag bearer. Hussein, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla. Abbas flag bearer, flag bearer, flag bearer. Saviors of Islam, saviors of Islam. I send my salam, I send my salam upon you, Master, upon you, Master. When I drink water, when I drink water, all my love for you, all my love for you, and my life for you, and my life for you. I will beat my chest, I will beat my chest. I will never rest, I will never rest. I will give my life, I will give my life. I will sacrifice, I will sacrifice. In my life always, in my life always. Your flag is raised high, your flag is raised high, your flag is raised high, your flag is raised high. Hussein, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla. Abbas, flag bearer, flag bearer, flag bearer. Hussein, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla. Abbas, flag bearer, flag bearer, flag bearer. Send me to Karbala, leave me there. Send me to Karbala, leave me there. Send me to Karbala, leave me there, leave me there. Send me to Karbala, leave me there. Send me to Karbala, leave me there. Send me to Karbala, leave me there. Leave me with Hussein, boy, Hussein, boy, Hussein, boy, Hussein, boy. Daughter of Hussein, Sakina, daughter of Hussein, Sakina. After you she is Yatima, mother of Hussein, Fatima, watches over this arena. When your head was separated, when your head was separated, when your neck was struck with a sword, Hussein, Hussein, John, Fatima shed tears. When your head was separated, Hussein, Hussein, John, I pray for their spears. And when the hands of your brother came back with no water, and Abbas said his final farewell to Hussein, his master. Karbala, how did you greet him? Karbala, how did you greet him? And when he fell, how did you meet him? And when Hussein needed the water, Al-Qameh, why won't you feed him? Al-Qameh, why won't you feed him? I'm calling all Zahra's grandsons. I'm calling all Zahra's grandsons. I'm falling on my knees and hands. I'm calling up to the one to. I'm calling up to the one who, as I'm called, walk into your land. As I'm called, walk into your land. I'm calling Hussein now, beating the chest to his the peg. I'm calling Hussein now, beating the chest to his the peg. Bainul Haramain, I will lose my voice calling your name. Bainul Haramain, I will lose my voice calling your name. I'm calling Hussein now, beating the chest to his I'm calling Hussein now, beating the chest to his Bainul Haramain, I will lose my voice calling your name. Bainul Haramain, I'll lose my voice calling your name. Hussein, boy, 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 Hussein, boy. Karbala, Mawla, 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 Mawla. The son of Zahra, 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 Zahra. Karbala, Mawla, 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 Mawla. The son of Zahra, 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 Zahra. Martyred, martyred, martyred. Martyred, martyred, martyred. Everyone. Martyred, martyred, martyred. Martyred, martyred, martyred. I'm calling Hussein now, beating the chest to ease the peg. I'm calling Hussein now, beating the chest to ease the peg. Bainul Haramain now, I lose my voice calling your name. Bainul Haramain now, I lose my voice calling your name.
The son of Fatima Hussein, and the son of Fatima Hussein. Everyone. We'll end with this beautiful name. The son of Fatima Hussein, and the son of Fatima Hussein, and the son of Fatima Hussein, and the son of Murtaza Hussein, and the son of Murtaza Hussein, and the son of Mustafa Hussein, and the son of Mustafa Hussein, and the son of Fatima Hussein, and the son of Fatima Hussein, Shahid Karbala Hussein, شهيد كربلاء حسين قتيل نينوى حسين قتيل نينوى حسين يا حسين يا حسين يا يا حسين يا حسين السلام عليك يا صاحب الزمان أجرك الله مولاي في مصيبة جدك الحسين. Ya Allah, it's the day of Ashura. Every night we came here, every night we beat our chests. And all we want is one thing, the hastening the return of the Imam of our time so we can join him. So inshallah we become martyr in his army. Allahumma ajjal waliyaka al-faraj. Allahumma ajjal waliyaka al-faraj. والعافية والناس واجعلنا من خير أعوانه وأنصاره. For this one, if you believe in it and if you want to become a shaheed in the path of Mahdi, say Ameen. والمستشهدين بين يداي. Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah. There's so much suffering in this world. On this day of Ashura, I saw a picture the other day, a lady with two of her children with bare feet running. First I thought maybe it's one of the images they make, illustrating the day of Ashura. Then I realized it's a picture of a family running away in Afghanistan. It's the Ashura of today happening. It has been happening. It happened in Syria, it happened in Iraq, it happens in Kashmir, it happens in Yemen, it happens in Bahrain. Ya Allah, Ya Allah, in the suffering of our world, with the return of the Hussein of our time. Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah. We ask you to the blood of Hussein, to the right of Hussein, to the blood of Abul Fazl al-Abbas, to the blood of Ali Akbar Hussein, Ali Asghar Hussein, Qasim ibn Hassan, Abdullah ibn Hassan, all the martyrs of Karbala. Make our lives like the life of Muhammad and all Muhammad, and our death like the death of Muhammad and all Muhammad. In this dunya, grant us the ziyarat of Muhammad and all Muhammad. And in Akhirah, the shafa'at of Muhammad and all Muhammad. Those of us who have hajats, they say the best place is the majlis of Imam Hussein. We cried, we beat our chests, we said Hussein, and now is the time. Inshallah, we recite Ayah Karimiyya and Man Yujib 5 times. But please remember all those people in our community, in your family, in the different parts of the world that are looking for our dua. Those who wanted to come to a majlis, but maybe they're in the hospital in a bed. Those who wanted to come to a majlis, but they're in a place that a majlis is not allowed. That if they have a majlis, they will go to prison. They will be tortured. Remember all of them in your dua. Remember this little child, this little girl who has cancer. Remember this other little boy who has a problem, a health issue. Remember another boy who has heart problems, another boy that is about to lose his eyesight. Remember all of them and remember the Imam of your time. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أما يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه
أما يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه ويكشف السوء أما يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه ويكشف السوء أما يجيب المضطر إذا السوء
أما يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه ويكشف السوء. السلام عليك يا رسول الله، السلام عليك يا حبيب الله، السلام عليك يا أمير المؤمنين، السلام عليك يا سيد الوصيين، السلام عليك يا فاطمة الزهراء سيدة نساء العالمين، السلام عليك يا حسن المجتبى، السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله، السلام على الحسين. خصوصا سيدي ومولاي أبا الفضل العباس ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليك يا أقيلة السادات زينب بنت أمير المؤمنين ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليك يا علي بن الحسين زين العابدين. السلام عليك يا محمد بن علي باغر علم النبي. السلام عليك يا جعفر بن محمد الصادق. السلام عليك يا موسى بن جعفر الكاظم. السلام عليك يا غريب الغرباء. السلام عليك يا علي بن موسى الرضا. السلام عليك يا محمد بن علي أيها الجواد الصغير. السلام عليك يا علي بن محمد أيها الهادي النغيه. السلام عليك يا حسن بن علي أيها الزكي العسكري. السلام عليك يا صاحب الزمان. السلام عليك يا خليفة الرحمن. السلام عليك يا إمام الإنس والجان. السلام عليك يا بقية الله في أرضه. السلام عليكم يا أهل بيت النبوة جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته، وإلى الأرواح المؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات بالأخص the مرحومين of all those who volunteered these nights, their families that made a sacrifice. Some of them times they were here till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, preparing for the next majlis. And for all of your marhumin, all of your loved ones, those who planted the love of Hussein and awlad Hussein in your hearts, رحم الله من يقرأ الفاتحة مع الصلوات.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل وسلم وزد وبارك على